I'm Peter Kell, Commissioner at ASIC, and welcome to the FPA series on Bulletproof advice. The best interest duty at the end of the day is about acting professionally. When you're in a profession, you put the interests of the client first. You give the interests of your client the highest priority. And that's what we're talking about here. So you need to have some processes in place to make sure you're understanding what they want, what they need, their circumstances, so you can actually meet their needs.
The three key points that members need to understand about best interest is: number one, best interest is not about cheapest product or best product. Best interest is about motivation, conduct and behaviour. Number two, best interest is about your processes and how you'll actually prove it. So even though you may act in the client's best interest, the question is how you'll actually prove and demonstrate it to your clients, to ASIC, to the FPA. And number three, it's about individual obligation. The licensee is not the person providing the advice, it is you. You are now individually accountable for that advice. There are two key issues that the FPA feels still need to be clarified in regards to the best interest duty, in particular those raised by ASIC in their consultation paper. Number one, the definition of better position, and number two, the prioritisation of conflicts. The better position piece outlined by ASIC is not one that we disagree with in principle. Of course, you'd want to place the client in a better position. The question about is how it's defined and how it's measured, and at what point is it measured. Better position should not just be about financial outcome. It could also include the intangible measures, such as the client feeling better off in respect to the advice they provided, the fact they have a plan in place, able to sleep easy at night, and they've been provided services and other benefits as part of the advice process. So we're concerned about how that will be measured, and in fact that it will be a hindsight test. Following the FPA professional code of practice can help you discharge your best interest duty. Principle number one is client first, placing the client's interest ahead of your own. In addition to that, the FPA through our consultation process has provided some amendments to introducing four new principles. They are: number one, fair engagement; number two, professional competency; number three, professional diagnosis; and number four, recommending the best interests.
Putting our client's best interest first is central to how we do business at Quantum Financial. It influences how we implement our processes as well. Clients are shrewd and they can tell when you're not being genuine, and what we've found through increased referrals and clients off the street who've had no dealings with us before, they can see that we're putting their interests first and they are confident the advice we give them is actually going to help them achieve their goals. By having our client's best interest at the heart of what we do, it means that we need to thoroughly understand our client's current situation and what they're hoping to achieve before we even start to give them advice. I liken it a bit to a jigsaw puzzle, trying to understand all the pieces, put them all up the right way, get all the boundaries on the table, and then work out what are the best strategies that most efficiently and practically get our clients from where they are today to where they want to be. Having our client's best interest at the core of what we do makes it easy to give scaled advice. Clients come to us with a specific problem, and so we're not trying to give them all and sundry, we're actually addressing the problem that they're seeking. That gives them confidence that we're actually not pushing them to do things they're not comfortable with. But of course, it also means that if we identify other issues that are relevant to that, then as a professional, it's beholden on us to explain that to them and the influence that can have on their overall position. FOFA represents now the minimum in giving advice in Australia. FOFA came about because our parliamentarians, in response to our potential clients, demanded a better evidence that we are putting our clients first. As financial planners, we're asking our clients to trust us that we can help them achieve their financial security in the future, and we need to demonstrate to them that we are worthy of that trust. The Financial Planning Association should be congratulated in leading that and helping us as professionals be able to better demonstrate that to our clients. It's actually really liberating to know that if my client's best interest is served by paying off their mortgage, then I can give that advice, and I'm not burdened by trying to sell them some financial product or insurance or something else. It also means my clients are confident that when I do provide them advice in relation to a particular investment or product, they know that it actually is helping them achieve their financial goals.
Now they should be reviewing their processes, so how they actually provide advice, questioning the process they go through, their dealings with the client, questioning the actual process that perhaps their licensee has set up with them, asking questions with their licensee about, well, what is it that they're doing in regards to training and support around that. Now, yes, there are some details still to be sorted out, but But the fact is that when you provide advice, you are the one providing advice, not your employer or licensee. So you can control that. And I think a great starting point is to look at the way you have been doing it, the process in which you've been following, your interaction with the client, how you've been prioritising the recommendations and the strategies around that. And just again, looking at that in the context of the new legislation, which is out and is in law, and perhaps what changes may be required. So look within, look in the mirror, so to speak, and as your first port of call, and then the other issues that still need to be determined can be added on in due course.
When a client goes to see an advisor, they expect that one way or another they'll be in a better position. They'll understand their financial situation better, and they'll have more options when it comes to taking some smart decisions about their financial future. That's what best interest is about, making sure that you put your client at the forefront of what you do. So look out for our guidance. It's coming out on this issue in December this year. We've appreciated the feedback we've got, and I think you'll find it'll help you satisfy the test when it comes to your own advice business.